Child of God, heaven has waited for this very moment to tell you your season of alignment has begun. The delay that once seemed endless is breaking before your very eyes, and the shift is already stirring in the unseen. The very thing you thought was being withheld from you was in fact being prepared for you with divine precision. Tonight, I speak over you. The urgent reason they want to marry you now is not by accident, but by the hand of the Almighty who orchestrates every heartbeat of destiny. Have you felt it lately? That restlessness in your spirit, as if something greater was standing right outside the door of your life. That is heaven whispering, the time is now. The long nights of wandering, the hidden tears that no one else saw, the prayers whispered when you thought no one was listening, they have not been in vain. God has heard. God has answered. And God is sending the one chosen to walk beside you. Welcome, beloved soul, to this sacred message. Whether you are here for the very first time or you've returned for another prophetic confirmation, know this, you are not here by accident. You were divinely led to this place, this moment, because heaven has something urgent and personal to deliver into your heart. I greet you with peace, with love, and with the assurance that the word you are about to receive is living and alive. Before we go further, I invite you to engage with this message in faith. Right now, type in the comments, "My time is now." Declare it boldly, because as you do, you are aligning your spirit with the manifestation already in motion. Heaven responds to faith, and this act is more than typing it, is a prophetic action of agreement with God's timing. Now hear this, the one coming into your life is not ordinary. They are being sent by God with both a pure heart and abundant provision. For some of you listening, this person will be younger than you, but do not let appearances deceive you. Age will not define what God has joined, for he looks not at outward measures but at the heart and the divine mission. Remember what the Lord said in 1 Samuel 16:7. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. This younger one is equipped with wisdom beyond their years, and wealth not only in material things, but also in spirit, designed to cover you in areas where you once felt lack for too long. Rejection has whispered lies into your soul. You were made to feel less than, overlooked, abandoned by those who could not discern your worth. But hear me, the reason for the delay was never denial. The delay was protection. The delay was preparation. God was not punishing you. He was preparing someone who would not repeat the wounds of the past. As Isaiah 43:19 declares, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? The old season of rejection has ended. A new thing is springing forth, a relationship rooted in God's perfect design." Beloved, I need you to pause and let this truth sink in. This marriage, this union is not for shallow desire, but for divine destiny. It is not about filling loneliness. It is about fulfilling purpose. The person sent to you is carrying restoration for both your heart and your life. They come with provision that will lift you out of cycles of struggle. They come with a covering that brings peace to your restless nights. And most of all, they come with a love that is pure, intentional, and heaven-approved. Think about the tears you have cried in private. Think about the prayers you thought had gone unanswered. Beloved, those were seeds planted, and now the harvest is here. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." You delighted in him through the pain, through the waiting, and now he is releasing the desire of your heart, not just any companion. but the one he has chosen for you. Yes, this person is wealthy, and yes, they are younger. But these are not random details. God allowed these contrasts to be signs for you so that when they come, you will know this is no ordinary meeting. When the connection feels undeniable, when the timing feels urgent, when your spirit feels a holy peace, you will remember these words and know this is God's doing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us, He has made everything beautiful in its time. And now, your time has come. Pause and reflect. Could this be what you've been sensing lately? That unusual excitement in your spirit, the way your heart beats faster at the thought of divine alignment. That is no accident. That is confirmation. But let me tell you, beloved, why it had to happen this way. There were seasons where you thought you were ready, but in truth, both you and your destined one needed preparation. You had to be healed from wounds that would have sabotaged the gift. They had to mature into their calling and learn the stewardship of wealth and purpose. God was shaping both of you separately so that when He brings you together, nothing will tear you apart. Genesis 2:18 says, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." This season of preparation has made you suitable and then prepared for the union ahead. Yes, beloved, hear it again. The delay was not denial. It was divine design. The waiting was never wasted time, which was God's workshop, shaping, molding, aligning every detail. And now, the clock of heaven has struck appointed time. This marriage is urgent because the mission is urgent. Together, you will not only heal each other, but also carry a generational assignment. Your love will ripple beyond you, touching families, communities, and even generations not yet born. That is why the warfare around your love life was so intense. That is why the enemy tried to crush your hope. But what God has sealed, no enemy can stop. Psalm 91:11 declares, "For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." Even now, angels are stationed around this union, ensuring that no opposition can derail what heaven has ordained. You have been shielded, even in ways you did not see, so that you would reach this very moment whole, prepared and ready. Beloved, I tell you again with urgency, beloved child of God, lean closer, for the Spirit is speaking with urgency. The heavens are not silent tonight. They are crying out a confirmation that your waiting has not been wasted. Yes, your season of delay has ended. And the reason the one appointed to you is moving toward marriage now is because heaven's clock has reached its fullness. The alignment has happened in realms unseen, and what was once withheld is now being released. Do you feel that stirring within you? That quiet fire in your soul that says something new is breaking forth? Beloved, that is not your imagination. That is the Spirit of God preparing you for the manifestation you are about to witness. The urgency you sense is the same urgency that is propelling this chosen one into your life. This person carries a unique mantle, one of both provision and protection. They are younger in years, but seasoned in wisdom because God Himself has been their teacher. Do not let the world's opinions cloud what God has already confirmed. The very detail of their youth is a sign, not a stumbling block. It is heaven's reminder that what is pure, what is destined, what is chosen, often comes in unexpected packaging. Remember Isaiah 55:8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Yes, they are wealthy, not just in material possessions, but in generosity of spirit. They carry financial resources that will not only restore what was broken, but also expand what is possible. This is God's divine exchange where you once experienced lack, you will now experience abundance. Where you once carried the weight of burden alone, you will now be carried in love. But hear me clearly, this marriage is not about money, nor about outward status. It is about a union forged for purpose. This is why God delayed it until now. Both of you had to walk through fire to be refined. Both of you had to experience losses, betrayals, or loneliness, so that when you come together, you will value each other beyond surface appearances. You will look into each other's eyes and see not just a partner, but a destiny companion. Think of Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. This is the divine exchange heaven has prepared for you. This is why the moment is urgent, because the mission you are called to cannot be delayed any longer. Take a pause here. Ask yourself honestly, could this be why your spirit has felt both restless and expectant at the same time? You sense the shift. You feel the nearness. Heaven is confirming it to you even now. And I must tell you this, beloved, the warfare around your love life was not random. It was intentional. The enemy tried to discourage you, to make you believe that marriage was never part of your story. He used rejection, abandonment, and delay as weapons against your hope. But hear the word of the Lord from Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. Yes, child of God, this union is your vindication. Every tear cried, every lonely night, every painful rejection has been counted, and God is now redeeming the time. Joel 2:25 declares, I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. This divine marriage is part of your restoration. Listen again. This person entering your life is not ordinary. They are heaven's chosen one, a carrier of restoration and a sign of God's faithfulness. Now, let me speak directly to your heart. You have been tempted to compare yourself to others' friends who were married before you, family members who seemed to find love with ease. You asked yourself, Lord, did you forget me? But the Spirit of God says today, I did not forget you. I was saving you for a love that is holy, a love that will not wound you, a love that will carry you into destiny. Beloved, it was not a delay to harm you, it was a delay to prepare you. Preparation is love in disguise. Because, had God released you into marriage before this time, you might have been unequally yoked. You might have settled for less than your worth. But because God loves you, He withheld until the one who is both wealthy in heart and strong in spirit was ready to love you completely. Do you see it now? The waiting was a gift. The delay was protection. The silence was God's voice whispering, not yet, but soon, and now. Soon has turned into now. Psalm 126:25-26 says, Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. Your tears were not wasted. They were watering the soil of your future. And now, the harvest of joy is breaking forth, beloved. The reason they want to marry you urgently is because the Spirit of God has awakened their heart. They see you as heaven sees you. They feel the divine pull, the undeniable knowing that you are the one. It is no longer about waiting for the perfect season. They sense the season has arrived. And I must speak prophetically. There will be signs, clear signs that will confirm this word. Some of you will notice unusual communication, sudden messages, doors of reconnection, divine introductions. Others will see dreams or visions where God Himself whispers confirmation in the night. Do not dismiss these signs. They are heaven's way of preparing your heart to say yes. Take another pause. Let this confirmation rest in you. Ask yourself, could the urgency you are sensing be heaven's signal that your breakthrough is here? Child of God, gratitude is your key in this season. Before the manifestation, open your mouth in thanksgiving. Begin to say daily, Lord, I thank you for my divine spouse. I thank you for alignment. I thank you for restoration. Gratitude unlocks doors that prayer alone cannot open. Philippians 4:6 says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Beloved, the Spirit is urging me to remind you, this marriage is bigger than you. It carries generational impact. The children born, the lives touched, the legacy built. This is why it could not be rushed, but neither can it be delayed any longer. Heaven's timeline has come. Yes, hear it again. The delay was never denial. The delay was divine preparation. And now, beloved child of God, as you continue to listen, let your spirit be fully open. The heavens are declaring that your season of waiting has ended, and the one God has chosen for you is moving closer with divine urgency. This is no ordinary connection, no fleeting encounter. What you are about to experience is a meeting orchestrated by God Himself, a union prepared in eternity. Now unfolding in time, listen closely. The urgency behind this marriage is not rooted in earthly desire or human impatience. It is heaven's strategy. God has seen every tear you have shed, every prayer whispered into the night, every longing of your heart that seemed unanswered. And now, in His perfect timing, He is sending someone to fulfill what He has promised. This person, though younger than you in years, carries a maturity of heart and a depth of spirit that will complement yours perfectly. Do not let human perception blind you. Divine alignment does not conform to worldly standards. Isaiah 62:22 says, the least of you will become 1,000, and the smallest a mighty nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. Your union is part of this divine acceleration. The one approaching you is not just a partner. They are a channel of restoration. They bring wealth, not merely to meet physical needs, but to restore dignity, hope, and purpose that may have been lost through years of disappointment. Their presence in your life will signal the fulfillment of God's promises long held in your heart. Consider this. Beloved, the reason the enemy has resisted your breakthrough for so long is because he knows the power of what God has prepared for you. Rejection, loneliness, and delay were his attempts to derail your destiny. But the Lord says today, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every plan to delay your blessing has been nullified, and now divine acceleration is upon you. Take a moment now to reflect. Could this stirring in your heart the sudden excitement, the inexplicable hope be the Spirit's confirmation that heaven is moving? This is the moment to tune your spirit to the frequency of divine alignment. Feel it in your chest, hear it in the whispers of prayer, recognize it in the doors opening unexpectedly. These are not coincidences, They are signs that God is actively arranging your union. Let us consider the spiritual preparation that has brought both of you to this point. You are being healed from old wounds, learning patience, and cultivating a heart of gratitude. They were undergoing similar refinement, becoming equipped to love wholly and selflessly. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. This beauty is now manifesting in the one appointed to you." Their heart has been molded to meet yours in perfect harmony, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Beloved, the urgency is also tied to divine purpose. This marriage is not only about your happiness, but about fulfilling a higher calling. Together, you will influence generations, bring healing to families, and manifest blessings that ripple far beyond yourselves. The Lord is saying, this union is pivotal. Delay no longer. My time is now, and yes, the signs are clear. Some of you will see sudden introductions, unexpected encounters, or divine orchestrations that defy logic. Others will receive visions or dreams confirming the arrival of your destined spouse. These are gentle nudges from heaven, affirming that what you have been waiting for is here. Pay close attention and respond with faith. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Your delight has been noted, your faith acknowledged, and now the fulfillment is near. Take a reflective pause and ask yourself, how will you receive this divine love? Will you embrace it with open arms and a grateful heart, or will doubt creep in? Child of God, your response matters. Gratitude is the key that unlocks manifestation. Begin declaring daily, "Thank you, Lord, for the one you are sending. Thank you for alignment, for restoration, for divine timing." Gratitude before manifestation accelerates the fulfillment of heaven's plans. I must emphasize again, the one coming into your life is not ordinary. They are deliberately chosen, divinely appointed, and strategically sent. This is why age, appearance, or worldly status are irrelevant in God's eyes. What matters is the divine purpose this union carries. You are both vessels for a greater mission, and together, you will operate in harmony to accomplish God's will. Remember Genesis 2:18, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." This helper, this partner, this destined spouse, has been carefully prepared to complement your journey. Their heart is aligned with yours, their spirit attuned to your calling. This is a sacred joining, designed for the glory of God. Take a moment now and internalize this. The urgency, the wealth, the youth, the spiritual maturity, all of these are pieces of a divine puzzle. The completion of this puzzle signals the arrival of your blessing. Heaven is saying, do not delay. Receive it now. It is time for alignment, restoration, and fulfillment. And as you meditate on this, reflect on the past wounds that once seemed insurmountable. The heartbreaks, the moments of loneliness, the seasons of waiting, they have all served to refine you. Psalm 34:18 declares, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." God has been near, healing every tear, restoring every loss, preparing you for this very encounter. Beloved, the reason they want to marry you urgently is also tied to spiritual protection. This union is shielded from any opposition. The angels are assigned, the heavens are aligned, and the divine covering ensures that no interference can derail what God has ordained. You are under, beloved child of God, as we draw closer to the full revelation of this divine message, let your spirit be fully attentive. The heavens are aligning, and the one God has chosen for you is moving with urgency into your life. This is a sacred, moment-long, anticipated, divinely prepared, and heaven-ordained. Everything that has happened in your past, every delay, every disappointment, every moment of feeling overlooked, has been orchestrated to bring you to this very point. Hear this clearly. The urgent reason they want to marry you now is not based on whim or fleeting desire. It is God's perfect timing. He has watched over you. He has prepared both your hearts, and He has orchestrated events unseen to bring this person into your life at the exact moment when both of you are ready. Isaiah 60:22 says, "The least of you will become 1,000, and the smallest a mighty nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time." The one coming to you is a vessel of restoration, a channel of blessings, and a partner in divine purpose. Take a deep breath and let this truth settle in your spirit. Age, appearance, and worldly status mean nothing in God's plan. What matters is divine alignment, heart readiness, and spiritual maturity. This person has been prepared to complement your journey, to fill the spaces that only heaven knew needed filling, and to walk with you in a union that carries eternal significance. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Your delight in Him through seasons of waiting has not gone unnoticed. Every prayer, every tear, every moment of hope has been recorded by heaven, and now your heart's desire is being released. This is why the urgency is so clear. Heaven is moving swiftly to fulfill the promises of your heart. Beloved, do not underestimate the depth of what is being sent to you. This person is wealthy, yes, but wealth here is multifaceted. It is spiritual wealth, emotional richness, and material abundance, flowing together to restore, uplift, and expand your life in ways you have longed for. They are not just a companion. They are a reflection of God's faithfulness and a sign that your season of lack is ending. Take a moment to reflect on past wounds, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the rejections. Each one has been a stepping stone, refining you and preparing your heart to receive what God has for you. Psalm 34:18 reminds us, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." Your brokenness was never wasted. It was a necessary path to prepare you for the fullness of joy that is now approaching. And yes, the signs will be undeniable. Some of you will experience sudden encounters, doors opening in unexpected ways, or dreams that carry divine confirmation. These signs are heaven's fingerprints, proof that what is unfolding is ordained and real. Do not ignore them. Embrace them with faith, knowing that God is speaking directly to your spirit. The urgency is also rooted in divine purpose. This union is more than personal happiness, carries generational impact. Children born from this union, families touched, and lives changed will be part of the legacy that God is creating. This is why the enemy fought so hard against your love. He knew the power and influence that would come from this alignment. But, beloved, Psalm 91:11 assures you, "For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." Divine protection surrounds this marriage. No weapon, no plan of opposition can prevail against what God has ordained. Take another reflective pause. Could this be what your spirit has been feeling? That deep stirring, that sense of nearness, that whisper of urgency in your heart. That is heaven affirming that the one you have been waiting for is finally approaching. The alignment is real, and the timing is precise. Gratitude remains your key. Speak it daily. "Lord, I thank you for my divine spouse. I thank you for alignment, restoration, and divine timing. I thank you for the joy and the peace that comes with this union. Gratitude opens doors that fear or doubt cannot. Philippians 4-6 tells us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." This is your season of thanksgiving before manifestation. The key to unlocking heaven's blessings. Beloved, hear this again. The delay was never denial. The waiting was never wasted. Every season of solitude, every lonely night, every moment of questioning was necessary to prepare you for the one God has sent. Now, the appointed time has come. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." The beauty of this union is now being revealed. Yes, this marriage will bring restoration. Yes, it will bring abundance. And yes, it carries a higher purpose beyond your understanding.